Look, I'm going to tell you a secret that most men completely ignore. Last week, a 26-year-old woman reached out to me. She was frustrated because the guy she wanted, who was 10 years older, just wasn't picking up on the signs. And you know what I found out? He was seeing those signs every single day. He just didn't know how to decode them. So, listen up. I'm going to show you the 5 behaviors younger women use when they want your attention. And the last one is so subtle that 90% of men mistake it for a lack of interest. Yeah, you heard that right. They show interest through something that feels like rejection. Look, before we start, you need to understand one thing. It's not your fault if you never noticed these signs. Nobody ever taught you the language of female desire. Society sold you these romantic movie lies. But the truth is, attraction works on a biological level, not a logical one. When a younger woman feels attracted to an older man, she triggers specific psychological switches. She's not doing it on purpose. It's her subconscious looking for what scientists call survival and replication value. Sounds a bit technical? Let me simplify it for you. She's looking for maturity, emotional stability, and life experience, things guys her own age rarely have. But since she can't just scream, "Hey, notice me," she uses a coded body language. And that's exactly what we're going to decode right now. Sign number 1, she creates opportunities for physical proximity. You know that woman who always sits near you at the coffee shop? Who coincidentally shows up in the same places? That's not luck. That's an unconscious strategy. Evolutionary psychology shows that proximity breeds familiarity, and familiarity reduces the perception of risk. So she repeatedly puts herself in your line of sight. At the gym, she picks the machine right next to yours. At work, she needs to grab a document from your desk 3 times a day. You think she's just being polite. But look closer. She's not doing this with everyone, just you. The second sign. She asks for advice on things she already knows. This is pure gold. A smart, capable woman suddenly gets confused about simple stuff when she's around you. She asks for your opinion on her career, or a book she's already read, or a problem she's already solved. Why? Because she wants to give you the role of the mentor. And a mentor is a position of authority. Authority breeds admiration, and admiration is the first step toward attraction. When you're explaining something, she holds eye contact for 3 seconds longer than usual. She nods. She smiles. She's literally telling you, "I see you as someone superior, and that attracts me." If you're feeling like this is starting to make sense, hit that like button, because the next signs are even more subtle. Third behavior. She mentions her own maturity or distances herself from women her own age. Pay attention to this. She'll drop lines like, "I've never really gotten along with people my age," or "I've always been an old soul." She'll criticize the immature behavior of other young women right in front of you. What is she doing? She's building a bridge. She's saying, "I'm not like the others. I'm on your level, mentally and emotionally." It's a way to tear down the age gap barrier. It's basic persuasion psychology. She's creating perceived similarity to ramp up the attraction. Fourth sign. She laughs at your stories and asks questions about your past. Younger women who are attracted to older men are fascinated by their life stories, because history equals experience, and experience is exactly what they're looking for. So she asks about your 20s, your mistakes, how you overcame challenges, and while you're telling her, she's mesmerized. It's not just polite interest, it's erotic admiration. Yeah, erotic. Because for women, attraction doesn't start with the physical. It starts in the mind. Now, it's exactly this kind of depth that I go into in my full guide, Attraction Secrets. In there, I show you how to turn these signs into a real connection. No games, no manipulation. Just conscious, mature attraction. And that brings us to the 5th sign, the most counterintuitive one of all. She tests you. She teases. She disagrees with you. Seriously. When a younger woman really wants your attention, She doesn't just agree with everything you say. She debates you. She laughs in your face when you say something questionable. She pokes the bear verbally. Why? Because she's testing to see if you're actually mature or just old. She wants to see if you get defensive, if you lose your emotional cool, or if you desperately try to impress her. Insecure guys go into prove my worth mode. Mature men smile, accept the challenge, and turn the test into flirting. She doesn't want a man she can walk all over. She wants a man who stands his ground with ease and confidence. And this test is her way of finding out if you're that guy. So next time a younger woman disagrees with you with a smile on her face, don't get offended. She's flirting. She's saying, "Show me you can handle my intensity." Look, now you've got an advantage that 99% of guys don't have. You know how to read the real signs. Don't let this info just sit here. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next lesson. Because next week, I'm going to show you exactly what to do once you spot these signs. How to respond magnetically without looking desperate. You're not invisible. You were just blind. Now your eyes are open.